Hello and welcome back to Final Fantasy the Crystal Chronicles, everybody. In this video we are going to be exploring our new area where we are going to be able to see two new dungeons. So let's go to the Ganon River to start off with. And remember how I said earlier we'll be able to take the boat over? That is what we're going to do right now. If we talk to the ferryman, his name is Tristan, he'll ask us if we want to, where we want to go. Now, right now we only have the other side available to us. In later years we'll have more options available, but he's basically going to take us to the western side of the river because we're on the east, so. It's only 50G, which is really, really cheap compared to what he charges you in later years, so. It's pretty wicked, and I really, really like this boat scene. Like, the water is just so sparkling and gorgeous, and I just like the overall look of his boat. I think it's kind of cool. But using his magical boat, we are able to explore new lands. And he didn't even need to take us that far. Look at that. We could have just swam across that. Video games make things so much more difficult than they have to be. Seriously. Yeah, so you can even see the other side on the map. Yeah, and we had to wait 3 years to get to this point. Anyways, alright, so there should be a Mughal around here. I just have to find out where it is. It should be like shoved in the bank somewhere. There is a Mughal over here before we leave, and then we will be able to see our new area. Pretty sure if we go up this hill here, there's the Mughal home. That's actually pretty clear to see it. So let's get this stamp. Get this over and done with first of all. Our stamp card's getting pretty full, so hopefully we'll have that filled up pretty soon. We don't have to worry about that anymore. And that's about it. And here we are. This is the Plains of Fum. We've got 2 dungeons here that we can go to. The bottom one here. This is Selection Cave. So it's our cave level of this game that we will be going to down the road. I might actually do that one next. I'm not too sure. And then this one here is Damon's Court, which probably has the best music in the game, but is probably, again, not one of my favorite worlds. And then down here you have another stream. You are actually able to pass through this one if you go back towards Taida, or not Taida, sorry. Yeah, Taida. If you go to the village of Taida, they have an earth element, and then you can get that from there and then come across the river and go across to the other side. But we're not going to do that right now just because we're going to spend a lot of time in year 3 and I don't want to complicate things further. Plus those worlds they're both a pain in the butt that I just don't want to go to right now. So those are the 2 worlds that we'll be doing. And there's also a town. This, or I should say these are the Fields of Fum. So the Fields of Fum is just a very, very peaceful, very quiet country type life. So I guess we'll go to the south first, because there is a shop around here. There's their crystal, very, very small crystal you can see. This girl here is the shopkeeper, and she basically just sells food. It's actually not a bad idea to have her here because this is a really good opportunity to buy food if you depend a lot on food. I have a lot of food in my inventory, so I don't find it that necessary at the moment. But yeah, this is definitely one of the places you can get food, and it's very, very beneficial if you are running low, if you do plan on doing both of the dungeons that are in this area. And you can, of course, also sell some stuff if that is what you feel like doing. The Mughal Nest for this area is right over here. Gotta feel around for it. There it is. It's kind of backed up against the wall, but you can see the little door on the cliff there. It's actually really cute. All these Mughals live in really, really cute little houses. It's adorable. And it looks like those are stamps. It's a set of 2 instead of 3, so we've also finished those, although we won't be able to play the mini game again. Oh, sorry, yeah, I got it. I must be sleeping. I said tell me again. I don't need to hear it again, jeez. Okay. There's not really much else to show here, honestly. There's the secret item, and that's pretty much it. If we go down here, I think it is. Yeah, there's a whole pasture of cows, and there's two things you can do here. If I can find the lady, this lady here. If you talk to Milu, she will ask you if you'd like to buy a cow. So what you can do is you can buy a cow for 500 gil and send it back to your family. I think the cow only gives you milk. I don't think it gives you meat, because it can't really give you meat and milk at the same time without slaughtering it. So it doesn't make much sense. I think it only gives you milk, and milk kind of sucks. Plus 500 gil, I could use that for much better stuff. So I'm not going to buy the cow, but just so you guys are aware, you can go ahead and you can purchase a cow from her. It'll be sent back to your family, and on top of getting whatever you get from your family, like I get rainbow grapes, I would also get milk. And I think after you talk to her, her husband will appear. Or he shows up at some point, or I have to look for him, but you can do a cow race here, which is, you know what, like I want to show it off, but I don't, just because it takes so long, because obviously it's a cow race. Cows are very, very slow, and to me, like when I was here the last time, he just showed up automatically, but it looks like he's milking cows right now. If you talk to Morris, it looks like he's busy right now. Yeah, he's not gonna let us do it. But anyways, last time I talked to him, he was just like standing here, and he let me do a cow race. I might have to come back when he's not busy. It looks like when he's busy, he won't pay any attention to you. But yeah, there's a cow race you can do. You can just bet on cows, and I think you win money for it. I never win though, so it's not like I have much fun doing those cow races. I'll be sure to show that off later, if I can, of course. And the secret item is right here in this corner here by the bridge. This is just by the exit of the world map, actually. This place, like I said, isn't very big. I mean, the exit's right here, and if you go north, you'll very, very easily come to this bridge, and the secret item's just right there. And again, we have one of our friends, the Selkies. And I think that these Selkies are only here during odd-numbered years. It seems like Selkies kind of just travel whenever they feel like it. You know, like some of them only are here on even-numbered years, and some of them are only here on odd-numbered years. And this Selkie is definitely only here on odd-numbered years. So again, just like with other Selkies, they just pretty much sell the same old stuff. They sell some scrolls if you want to make some new equipment. They sell some materials in case you really, really are in desperate supply. You can see, like I said when I did the last video for the Mine of Catherigs, I said Mithril was really rare and expensive to buy. You can see it cost $5,000 to buy, which is a complete rip. So yeah, but he doesn't really have anything interesting for us. And you can always like talk to the people around here, but they don't really say much. They're basically just a bunch of hard-working farming folk, basically. But yeah, one of the simplest, most peaceful, most, you know, like very, very small area. And there's not really a whole lot going on. I don't remember, I think later on you can do like a little side quest with them. If you talk to a lot of the people around here, they'll say catch the thief, and there's a person going around like stealing their apples and things like that. But I really forget how that side quest goes, or if it's an actual side quest, or if it just kind of is a theme that overrides, but you never really solve the problem, if you know what I mean. I'll have to look more into that. But I was in here doing my practice run, obviously, and I couldn't really find anything that really suggested you could ever fix the problem. But you know, like, all the kids are talking about the thief, and I think if you keep going down this path, you'll come to a dead end with an apple farm, and I think it's these people here. I don't know, these people are just talking about city life. But yeah, there is like a place up here where they're talking about all their apples being stolen. That husband of mine is such a coward. I do wish he'd shape up like a real man. I'm pretty sure this is the place where they keep getting their apples stolen from. You'll see there's like a whole apple orchard behind them. But again, like I said, I'll have to look more into that to see if it's actually something that we can get a prize for or something. But as far as I know, not really. Besides an apple thief and a cow race, really, again, nothing's going on. I might have to come back for the cow race, like I said, but I'll try and show it off. I did it in practice just to be like, oh yeah, can I get this to trigger? And I did, but it takes so freaking long. I'm telling you. And he's still not there, so I'll come back and we might fit that in between worlds that we do or something like that. Other than that, though, I've pretty much shown off the plains, or the fields, I should say. Yeah, it's so confusing because the area is called the Plains of Fum, but then the town is called the Fields of Fum. It's just kind of strange. But anyways, yeah, like I said, very simple place to go to. But these dungeons are actually kind of interesting. They have a different kind of feel to them than the other ones that we've been to so far. Selection Cave is the more pain in the butt one, so I think we'll do Selection Cave next. Before we do Damon's Court. So this is going to be a short video. Again, I don't want to go ahead and start in a dungeon, just because that would be a very, very odd thing to do. Especially because Selection Cave is very, very long. I will say, though, that I'm only going to be showing 2 cycles of each of these places. Years 5 through 8, I think, or no, years 5 through 7, you cannot get here, which is a huge pain in the butt because that really halts a lot of progress that we could make. Like, we could come back here in year 6 and do a second drop, but it's not going to be available to us for about 3 years after we come here in year 3. So I'm only going to be doing 2 cycles of each of these places just because not a whole lot changes in the 3rd cycle. And I just think that's fair because they're 2 very, very hard places to get to. So, anyways, we will do Selection Cave in the next video. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you all then.